Hello and welcome to Working with Miniatures. I'm Jim, and today a coworker sold me 34 unopened miniatures for $20. Can't beat that. I'm going to be priming them today, but before I do that I need to clean up some pesky mold lines on them. So let's get started. When it comes to cleaning away mold lines, there are only a few tools that you will need. From my experience, the most important is an X-Acto knife with a sharp blade. I keep various blade sizes and shapes, but primarily I use a number 11. If you are smoothing or rounding, use the back of the blade. If you are cutting away large mold lines or miscastings, or even excess adhesive from miniatures that were pre-assembled, use a sharp edge. Some areas will be far more difficult to clean than others, especially where there are a lot of creases or wrinkles, such as a hairline as seen here. For areas like this, I slowly cut away the protruding excess, then carefully drag the edge of the back of the blade through the creases to deepen them. It's better to remove a little at a time than to remove too much at once. Be sure you look at each section from different angles, as sometimes a mold line may not be visible unless the light is coming from a specific direction. This can be slow and tedious depending on how and when the miniature was cast. I still have unpainted metal Ral Partha miniatures that are decades old and have zero mold lines that need work. Some miniatures come pre-primed. After cleaning up mold lines, I notice I have cut or scraped some of this manufacturer's priming away. For me, this is not an issue as I always prime my miniatures personally prior to painting. A good tool to have, though this is not a necessity, are sanding sticks. If you are unfamiliar with sandpaper grit, just know that the lower the grit number, the coarser the paper is. If you have a particularly bad spot, you can sand it with a coarser grit and then progressively work your way up through finer grits to get a smoother finish. Sometimes you may need a pair of cutters to cut away supports, or if you're painting models from Games Workshop, for example. As a final note, I use mild dish soap and a soft toothbrush to clean the miniatures, as there may be residue or a coating that was applied to them to ease its removal from the casting mold. To demonstrate the importance of taking your time with this step, here are two miniatures I painted for some of my earlier videos. There are several places I missed removing mold lines. If you're a foot or more away, you can't really tell they're there, however at closer inspection, they become instantly noticeable. It's going to wrap it up for today. I hope you learned something or were inspired to start or expand your own collection. If you have any questions or comments, please leave them below. If you like the content of this video and would like to see more, please like, share, and subscribe. Until the next time, this is Jim with Working with Miniatures. I am truly grateful for your time, and I bid you a fond farewell. Until the next video.